All right, everybody. So recently, my wife and I, we did a video called Married to an Entrepreneur, where I interviewed her on what it's like to be married to yours truly, married to an entrepreneur. So we've been married for 14 years. And we've been together for 20 years. We got some feedback from the last video, some great feedback. They wanted us to do it in reverse. They wanted her to interview me now. So that's exactly what we're gonna do today, coming up. Today, what we're gonna do is have my wife interview me. This is the sequel to Married to an Entrepreneur. We had a lot of fun doing the last video. It's a chance for you guys to get to know who we are as people, because sometimes it's hard to really see who a person is through the camera. Also, feel free to leave a comment. You know, we reply to every single comment that comes on the channel. So if you have questions, if you have a comment, if you want to say something, if you like the video, if you don't like the video, I don't care either way, just leave a comment below. And also it's gonna help me with the YouTube algorithm, so leave a thumbs up as well. Like this video, subscribe to this channel, and let's get into this. So what you got?
Hi guys, it's me again. I do want to say thank you for the love and support for the last video. It turned out to be awesome. So now let's see how it turns out as I interview the one and only.
The one and only.
Gibbs. Yay! Welcome, 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 Mr. Jamel Gibbs. So the first question is, are you happy and what would you change?
I think, you know, being an entrepreneur, I'm extremely happy. But when you have an entrepreneur spirit, you're never satisfied. It's almost like you're always hungry. If I was to stop today, would I be happy? Probably so. But is there more I want to accomplish? Absolutely. To answer your question, yes, I am happy. Would I change anything? Absolutely not. I think that you experience things, the things you experience in life make you the person you are today.
Okay. So although you wouldn't change anything, are there some of the mistakes that you wish you could have avoided?
Again, you know, I think that, you know, I don't look at mistakes, you know, most people look at mistakes as a bad thing. Mm-hmm. Mistakes aren't bad at all. You know, I think things happen. So if you're saying mistakes, you mean failures? Right. I think that failures are necessary for you to get to where you need to be. So personally, you know, for me, I honestly believe that people fail forward. You know what I mean? So if you have a goal, you might look at a failure as a hurdle. I think that a hurdle is something that's necessary to help you get to where you need to be and then be stronger when you get there. Our first 6 years was really building. We did real well, you know, during that 6 years, but then we did real bad. Mm-hmm. We did bad after that. We did bad for 2 years, you know, not necessarily, probably a year after that. So we made a lot of money, then we lost everything, and then we built it back up. But I just looked at that as a hurdle, mm-hmm. you know, and the good thing is, again, I had the experience before, so I was able to really take what I knew, the knowledge that I built up over that 6-7 year time frame, to be able to get us back on our feet in less than a year after that. So you basically learned? I learned from the mistake. Right. So the mistake in that case was we was living beyond our means at the time, right? That's why we don't live beyond our means now. So was it a mistake? No, it was a lesson. There's no such thing as a mistake, in my opinion. It's only a lesson that you're gonna learn from. And it's only a mistake if you don't learn from it. How did you know when you had the right idea? How did you know that real estate was the way to go for you? I didn't know if real estate was gonna be the way to go. Ironically, I worked in a real estate office when I was 14, but real estate was the last thing on my mind. I was gonna be in the NFL, or I was too short to be in I'm only 5'10", so I was too short to be in the NBA. But I could have been a killer NFL player, you know, but it's okay because we still get NFL bread. But anyway, it really just happened by chance, to be honest with you. It was you know, when I was fresh out of high school, I went down to Wall Street. And you remember, she used to come visit me, you know, at lunchtime every day when I was on Wall Street. And that was when I went down to Wall Street and saw guys 18, 19, 20 years old making millions of dollars a year. I knew that that's what I wanted to do. So really it was all for the money at first on Wall Street. After 9/11, unfortunately, the company I was working for went out of business. I had to start from scratch, so I decided to go a different direction. I had a friend who was in real estate at the time, and that's kind of how I got into real estate. Yes, I did buy a Carlton Sheets course back in the days, about the only course I ever bought, but really real estate happened by chance. It was something that just came about, and I grew to like it and eventually love it over time. Then when I saw the type of income that I could make from it, that really helped me to stick around.
How did you handle adversity and doubt?
You want me to answer that honestly?
Yeah.
I don't see, number one, there's no such thing as adversity or doubt to me because I don't care. So I have a I don't care attitude. I don't take anything personally. I'm gonna say this bluntly. I'm a man's man. So at the end of the day, I don't care what anybody else says about me. I like to be the best person that I can personally be for me and my family. And if somebody doesn't like how I handle certain things, then that's their problem. It's not mine. As far as doubt, I don't ever doubt myself. I believe that I can accomplish anything I put my mind to. And I believe that anybody can accomplish anything they put their mind to. So there's no such thing as self-doubt if you believe that you can achieve anything.
Okay. So when you started, was there anything that someone could have said that made you want to not go this route or make you feel a certain way about it?
You know, when I first started, I didn't have the only support I really had was my wife. She was my girlfriend at the time, but my wife. And it was only because people, you know, I come from a background where you got to go out and get a job or go to college, or, you know, or either that or you on the corner hustling, right? It's gonna be one or the other. Or you get the dream of becoming, you know, an athlete, right? So maybe a football player or a basketball player. So either you're in the streets, you're gonna go get a job working for somebody else, or you're gonna become an athlete. That's the type of background we come from. You don't see too many people. The only entrepreneurs I ever saw growing up was drug dealers. You either gonna go that route, or you could do something positive. Nobody in the neighborhood is talking about starting their own business. And if they are, they're probably not doing it the right way. Unfortunately, that's the case. We where I come from, we come from the ghetto. You know, for us, it's hard to get out because we don't have that type of information available to us. That's why it's important for me to do this YouTube channel, to be able to share this information with people like me where I come from, so that they know that it's possible. Anything is possible if you put your mind to it. So what was your question again?
Oh, okay.
I'm kind of going off right now.
Well, the first question was about adversity and doubt. So then I just went a little further in asking you, at the beginning, did you have any hurdles or have anyone?
Right, so that's why I was kind of going with it. So hurdles. So basically, the hurdles that I had was, you know, again, I just explained my background, where I come from. So what does that tell you? Did we have any money?
No.
I didn't have any money. So when people tell me, oh, I need money to get into real estate, you know, they're lying to themselves. I didn't have any money. I didn't know what I was doing. So I made a lot of mistakes. That goes back to me saying fail forward. I literally learned this business on my own. And she could tell you, she was there the whole time. She could tell you how many nights I stayed up, working till 5 o'clock in the morning, figuring stuff out, making a ton of mistakes, correcting the mistakes, and then I'll be set back another, 3-4 months because of the one mistake that I made. People look at success that I have now 20 years later, where it's easy for me. It's easy for me, but they don't see all of the struggle, everything that I went through to get to where I am right now. You can see the blossom flower, but you didn't see the seeds that I planted over time, and how many times some of those seeds was destroyed by bad weather.
It's pretty deep, dude. You
Yeah.
you went in. I like that. No, but I understand it. Like I said, I've been there. I know what you went through, and I know the things. At the beginning it wasn't easy, and that just goes to show for any of yous out there that it doesn't matter any situation that you in. If you put your mind to it and you focus on it, you can get it done, even if you have no one in your corner. Just keep moving forward, and it can happen. It absolutely can happen. And I look at Jamel today and the things that he went through, and to the point that he's at right now, he didn't let anything stop him. So now we're to the point that you actually are a success and you have multiple businesses. So how do you plan on continuing to grow your businesses?
I have real estate software at the moment, but everything that I do, it revolves around real estate. There's other things like health and fitness that I'm into. There's a lot of different things that I'm capable of doing. There's a lot of hidden talents that people don't know that I possess personally, that eventually I'm gonna bring into the channel. But for now, it's all about real estate, because I want to help people become financially free, because I believe that when you do become financially free, it frees up your mind from other things. There's less worry about other things that's going on in life. And when you have the means to take care of yourself and your family and do what you want to do with your time, then there's other things that you can accomplish. Mm-hmm. I believe in giving back to people. I love helping people. That's a big thing for me. So, there's a lot of things that I want to do. And as far as business, I'm going to continue to grow my businesses. But I think that there's more to it. I'm only 39 years old, so
you old.
She says I'm old. Yeah, right. But I'm 39 years old, and I think there's a lot of stuff that I haven't accomplished yet that I'm definitely gonna. There's stuff that I don't even know I'm gonna accomplish.
Right.
That I believe is gonna happen in my lifetime. So yeah.
So what's your approach on marketing?
I'm gonna keep that real simple. So, in my opinion, there's a couple of things that you need to understand about marketing. It's all about, keeping your phone ringing. If you can keep your phone ringing, then you will stay in business. Because at the end of the day, if your phone is not ringing, then you're not in business. So you just got to be consistent with marketing. You got to continue to stick to your budget. If you set a budget for yourself, you need to make the sacrifices in order to stick to that budget. Will it be difficult sometimes? Yes, but you got to think about what the end goal is, what the bigger picture is. Don't think about right now. Think about what's going to happen for you in the future if you stick to your goals.
Mm-hmm. So I know for years you told me at the age of 30 you were going to retire. So now you're almost hitting 40 and you're still working. I know that you really love what you do, but do you plan that you are ever going to retire?
I look at, that's a great question, because I look at, although, my wife should interview me more, right? You should probably be the interview on our podcast.
I don't know. We'll see. It depends on how much the job is paying.
Yeah, in my opinion, I said I was going to retire when I was 30. Now I'm approaching 40 and I'm still not retired. To me, if you have an entrepreneurial mindset, there's certain things that you're going to like to do for a short period of time. People think they know what they want until they actually get it. And then they see that it wasn't exactly what they wanted. For example, my biggest reason for being in business is time and freedom. I got the time to do whatever I want and the freedom to be able to do whatever I choose with my family, with my friends, or whoever I want to do. I get the benefit of being able to stay home all day long and be with my family. That's true financial freedom to me. That's true freedom within itself. I don't have to answer to anybody, wake up and go answer to a boss. So we've designed that lifestyle for us. But to me, being an entrepreneur, you might think you want to retire, but a real entrepreneur, a true entrepreneur will never retire because you'll get bored too quickly. You know, I've tried taking off a certain amount of time, got bored out of my mind, and I had to get back to doing something, or get back to doing some type of work. So for me, it really depends on the person. For me, I don't think I'm ever gonna retire. It's because I love being active. It might not be real estate in 30 years from now. When I'm 70 years old, it might be something else. But I feel like I'm always gonna be doing something.
I know it's not easy for everyone, and it's not for everyone. And it, you know, often takes years of hard work, long hours. Like we said, we've been there, done that. And a lot of people don't get the recognition of actually becoming successful. So a lot of people give up, or they fail for other reasons, like running out of money. And it shows that, you know, 50% of all businesses fail after 5 years in the United States. So would you say that it's hard to become an entrepreneur?
You know, again, you know, we can look at statistics all day long, but I truly believe if you stay in something long enough, eventually you'll become successful.
Right.
So at the end of the day, you could be broke today, and you could go door knocking on every single one of these houses in this neighborhood. Eventually, somebody's going to give you an opportunity. So I believe that statistics are very general, but I truly believe that if you stay in something long enough, even past the 5-year mark, you'll be successful in whatever it is that you do. The only way to fail is to give up. So if you don't give up, you will succeed eventually. That's my take on that.
I like that. I like that. So last question. I'm kind of nervous because this is one about me, right? So do you think, as a wife, as your wife, that is there anything that I can do to help you to make your load easier? Or do I do it all already? Which one is it?
Of course, you're going to put me on the spot. No, so, you know, honestly, you know, when we first got together and we got serious about each other, and I said, I'm going to get into this business, I said, what did I tell you? You tell everybody.
Well, you told me I don't ever have to work again.
You don't never have to work again. So that's what I strive for, right? You never have to work, right? And over 20 years, you always have my back. And when we started having kids, you know, you take care of the kids, you do what you got to do. And then you help out in the businesses as well. You play behind the scenes a lot. So to me, there's nothing more that you really have to do because you're already doing it.
So
you know what I mean?
Sweet.
I know, right?
That's the answer that I wanted.
Yeah,
Good job. That was a trick question.
Yeah, all right. But put me on the spot.
Or are you just saying it to say it, huh?
No, but seriously, I think we just make a good team, man. I handle what I gotta handle, and you handle what you have to handle, and the combination of the both is just a winning. It's just a winning combination, and I'm not just saying that for the camera.
Okay, good job, good job. I like that.
So like this video, subscribe to this channel, leave a comment, share this video with everybody you know. I'm talking about everybody you know. Talk to you guys on the next one.
Bye.